Hey guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here to do the first live stream of the day. I'll probably come back on again later tonight. Um, but let's see what we can get through right now. What is that? Oh, hey Zara. Um, Avery is sleeping now. The sun's coming out. It was raining all morning. It was kind of like off and on. Yeah, go ahead. It was kind of off and on all morning. I mean, I was able to get out for a run, but not as long as I wanted to. Will he understand me and change his ways? People don't usually change. I gotta tell you that. Most of the time, what you see is what you get, and you can't make somebody change. So I'm gonna say that probably there will be no changing. Yeah, you see, this is what happens. You have an argument, you have a discussion. People make promises. They're good for a couple of weeks. They may be good for a couple of months, but inevitably they go back to their own behavior. So to me, if you're in a situation where you're hoping somebody is going to change, people don't. People don't change. That's who they are. And I would consider keeping your options open, because otherwise it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be disappointing for sure. All right, let's see. It was rain and cold. Well, no, it wasn't cold. It's pretty warm. It's like 55, 60 degrees. It may even be closer to 65 now. Love reading for TD. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thanks. All right. You're going to have some options coming up that make you feel like you have the world at your feet. There is possibility of a committed relationship on the horizon with somebody that puts in a lot of effort and shows you a lot of respect. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Careful if you don't want children. Got a Capricorn around you. Listen to your intuition. There's also a water sign here that may be significant. Love life can change for the better quickly. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you're heading towards all 10 cups being full. Not bad. Sarah, will I hear back from the job I interviewed for, and will I get it? Okay, let's see. I think you're going to get it. I do think you're going to get it. You got the sun. No, there's no greater positive sign than the sun. I think you're going to get it. Good luck. Empress, will I get acceptance with full scholarship to the Mayo in the upcoming cycle? I think you will. Yeah, you got 3 aces. You should. You should get acceptance with full scholarship. You have a lot of positive things happening around school and work too, so. Coco, love reading for Kay and I. Okay, I don't know where you are in the relationship, but regardless of where you are, there's room for growth and transformation. Happiness comes in around the situation, feeling like there's good luck around the situation and being guided by the divine. It looks like this relationship can move forward. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. TD, general for this weekend. It looks like you have a wish that comes in when you listen to your intuition. Leaving negativity and regret in the past. Somebody from your past returns with the Six of Cups. Stepping into your own strength. A Leo may also show up. No longer feeling stuck in the mud. Happiness comes in this weekend. Somebody out of the blue, least expected, you may hear from or you may see. That's a nice... maybe somebody that you've been hoping to hear from. You also have an air sign around you this weekend that may be significant. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This weekend looks pretty good. Myogram. General for the next 7 days. You are another one, leaving negativity and regret in the past. No longer holding yourself back, stepping into your own personal strength. Over the next couple of days, things may be slow and steady wins the race, but there could be something that shows up that's a little bit exciting or that you do that's out of the blue, not normal for you. You know, something a little bit more exciting and adventurous. It also looks like when it comes to work or career, school, whatever it is you do all day, feeling like the hard work you've put into it, you're finally starting to see stability, financial stability, and possibly paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You have a lot of nice stuff happening around money over the next 7 days. Go to the top. Cherry S, when is marriage in the cards? I can't really tell you when you're going to get married. There's a lot that goes into that, and I would look more towards astrological aspects, but marriage is a free will thing. So if you're not in a committed relationship right now that's heading towards marriage, I can't pull out an arbitrary date as to when you're going to get married. I got to know where exactly you are in your relationships, and yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you when you're going to get married. Same thing with children. Like, I can't tell somebody when they're going to have their first child. I don't know. You can tell a little bit more from the astrological chart, but even that, free will can change that. So, yeah, I don't like to get into definites. Even with a committed relationship, like, what's marriage? There are people that live together for 20 years. They have a great relationship. They never marry. Then you have people that get married and 3 months later they divorce. So, yeah, I can't really go. I can give you angel messages, sure. And I feel like, too, what I really hate, and not so much now that I'm older, but when I was younger, I used to see people that would tell me, like, I think they were just making shit up. Oh, yeah, you're going to get married, you're going to have 3 kids, you're going to have 2 boys and a girl. Meanwhile, I was 15. And when was that going to happen? I don't know. I feel like reading way too far into the future, I feel like how could it be accurate when there's way too many things that can change as far as free will is concerned. And we definitely have free will in this world because we have the ability to change the course that we're on at any time. Anyhow, this is what your angels are saying. King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. 7 of Air, plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye, poor timing. Now you have Archangel Michael around you, the Emperor. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So Archangel Michael is around. Some people say that he comes with the color red. I always heard blue, and I always feel like he's more blue than red, but that's just how I feel. Anyway, you got Archangel Michael around you. I think I'm up to Anthony. How does the Capricorn girl feel about our chit chat on Messenger? Does she like it? I think that you're getting somewhere with her. And I like it. Yeah, she does like it. You have a wish around the situation and the love cup is full. Very good. Very good. Empress. Will my brother and Sierra go to Chicago together by the end of this year? Okay, let's have a look. I'm not convinced. No, I don't think so. I mean, why didn't the notifications go out? I wasn't on more than 3 times in 24 hours. I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. I just set up a Parler account, but I didn't use the right name. Maybe I'll set up another one. I don't know anything about it, but I was like, let me look into this. Anyway, maybe I'll start setting up some other, like somebody suggested I do a Discord, somebody else, I don't know, there was another one, D-Live or something, I don't know. I'm going to look into all that stuff maybe later on tonight. TD, Aries and I. If you haven't seen or spoken to him, you should hear from him. He could be coming back with the 6 of Cups, and there looks like there's room for growth and transformation around this situation, but 3 of Cups is in reverse. I don't know if there's third party interfering in this situation. Here he is, the Aries. Listen to your intuition with him. You have a wish around the situation, but there's a water sign that could be coming in that could be, who knows, maybe this is that third party. And it could be that the third party is on your end, not on his end. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't know. I think that you may get tired of his nonsense and you may move forward with this water sign. Let's see what happens. Because he's going to come back if you haven't heard from him. If you have been hearing from him with the 6 of Cups, he could disappear again and then come back again, which is so annoying. Let's see what happens. Empress. Will my brother complete everything he has planned musically for the month of December? Okay. He should. Yeah. You know, my dad says that sometimes he gets the notifications that I'm live after I've already gone off. Like, you know, like I'll do it like at 1 or, you know, or 2 in the afternoon, and he'll get a notification at like 6. Emily, who's coming towards me in love soon? Well, you do have this could be a new love interest. Sagittarius and a Pisces. Huh. Yes, well, Sagittarius comes up very strong, but also forward movement around your love life, adventure, a new beginning. Pisces or Sagittarius. Interesting that they're both ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter should be changing signs towards the end of December. I wonder if that's when it happens. I don't know. There's something going on with Pisces and Sagittarius around you. Georgia, general reading. You've got growth and transformation coming to you personally, but also around your life. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. Air sign comes in that could be of significance. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and there's also a Virgo. Looks like you could be starting a new beginning or starting a new journey of some type that maybe going back to school or learning a new area of study. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be like going back to college or something. It could be, I don't know, learning how to cook a certain type of food or baking, whatever the hell. Doesn't matter. Starting a new journey could be around learning a new skill. Intuition is heightened. Hearing from somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. That would be somebody that you would want to hear from. They could be a Taurus. SS, how will Yatin feel after seeing my birthday wish video for him? Happy, content, and appreciated. Yeah, Zara, go ahead. Yeah, third party TD could be somebody on your end. Yeah. What's going to happen in my relationship with the Aquarius? Things seem to be good. Okay, let's see. Well, it does look like it's being guided by the divine. It looks like you can feel like you can breathe a sigh of relief, but he might hold himself back at certain points. The thing about him is that he comes off as his intentions are sincere, but that he sometimes makes promises that he doesn't keep or that he can't keep for whatever reason. So that's the only thing that I would say that could be disappointing. It does look like the relationship is strengthening. I would just, there's success around it. I would just continue going to, just see how it goes. Because the only thing, it doesn't come off that he's like being deceitful or anything. He just comes off as like he may be making promises of things that he can't keep or that he doesn't keep. I hate when people do that. Yeah, it could be because of the lockdown. I mean, that definitely doesn't help anything. It doesn't help anything. Vintage 2, a reading on my grades for this year. Okay. Your grades should be, this is cause for celebration. Things move forward quickly. You're putting in a lot of effort and you're getting a lot out of it. You should do well in school this year. There's growth and transformation around you. Oh, the stars. Thank you. Some of these stars have birth dates in it. They're my grandparents' birth dates. But I'm going to get more with birth dates. I want to get Avery's birthday, my nephew's. But my one nephew was born on June 9th, so 6/9. So, I don't know, I have to do 6/09 for him. Anyway, But I want to get more. The black ones are the ones that have the birth dates in them. I want to get more, but with lockdown and everything, you know. Okay, we've got Janani. My partner A doesn't value me. Will he ever realize that and treat me well? It's hard to put up with him or let go because I love him. If somebody doesn't value you, you're not going to do anything to change that. Nope. Thing is that when you're in a situation where somebody isn't valuing you and you put more effort in than the other person does, the relationship has gone out of balance. The only way to bring it back into balance is to end things, pull your energy back and move forward with your life. That's when they realize. They're not going to realize as long as they're still in this relationship. The only way, you know, it's like that, you don't know what you have until it's gone. It's classic. And the fact that you think that you still love this person, even though they treat you badly, shows more about something that's going on inside you. It has nothing to do with them, because we don't really love people that treat us badly. We don't. If it was somebody else, if it was a boss, if it was a friend, if it was a neighbor, you would cut them out of your life. But because this is a love relationship, there is something that he temporarily heals inside you. It's a wound of some sort, and I can't tell you what it is. You have to figure it out for yourself. But somebody who is devaluing you or not treating you the way that you want to be treated will never change. That doesn't change. And then you know what happens? And I've seen this happen a million times. All of a sudden, the relationship ends, or whatever happens, and now they're with somebody else, and they kiss the fucking ground that person walks on. Why? Because that person doesn't stand for any bullshit, and that person will take off if they don't get what they want. So it's all about the energy that you have with yourself. If you're constantly looking for somebody to find value in you, or you're looking for somebody to validate your needs, or, you know, tell you whatever, that you're beautiful, or that you're pretty, or you're successful, then, and you're in that wanting and desiring kind of a place, that builds a lot of resistance, and you actually get the opposite. So this has much more to do with you than it does him. But it's unfortunate. People do not realize what they have until it's gone. He's not going to wake up tomorrow morning and be like, oh my God, I've got the best partner. You know, you're going to keep getting more of the same from this person, because it's the way the relationship is working right now. Yeah, this relationship will continue to be disappointing. You got to figure out what it is that you want. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? The hopelessness, this is what happens with situations like that. When you, and we've all been in them. Everybody's been in that situation where they feel like they're in love with somebody. That person treats them like shit, in plain English, and they do whatever they can to try to please the person, thinking that some way that they're going to realize that, oh, look at how wonderful she is, or he is. Sometimes it's the guy too. It just usually tends to be women that do it more. And then whatever happens, and then all of a sudden this guy is like running after some other person who 9 times out of 10 doesn't add up to half of what you are, but for some reason they see value in that. And it's all about it's an internal wound that we all have. Most people, I think, suffer from the lack of self-worth, because there is a lack of self-worth that you feel when you feel like you need to be valued by somebody else, and that you're with someone who doesn't value you. Like, that's bringing up a soul wound. So you'll keep repeating that cycle until you figure out what the problem is. When you figure out, hey, listen, I don't need somebody else to tell me I'm successful. I know I'm successful. I don't need somebody else. And you know what? I'm not going to deal with those types of people. Then what happens is you become attracted to a different type of person. And then you're no longer attracted to those people. So there's a video on my channel. I did it a couple of months back, which was a situation that was very similar. Where I was just a friend of his, but I really thought that we were going to be a couple. I don't know. Anyway, it's a story about, I don't know what it's called on my channel. I think it's Matt and Sarah. I think I may have just put their names. I don't even care. But it was a situation that was where I kept feeling like I'm doing so much for him. Why doesn't he see my worth? And it took me a long time to realize that I needed to see my worth. It wasn't about him. It was about me. Like, why do I want to be the one that's begging for his attention? Why do I want to be the one that's, trying to make something happen here? When meanwhile, this other bitch shows up who was, I watch the video if you have any interest. And he just kissed her ass. But at the end of the day, once I started to heal those wounds inside me, I didn't find him attractive anymore. And I never found him attractive again. And I actually felt like, thank God I was never with him. So sometimes, like, when you heal it and you move past it, you're like, oh, you know what? There's better out there. And the truth is there is better out there. Because if you're not getting what you need out of a relationship, why be in it? Why be in it? Most people have the self-worth thing. It's crazy. When the Empress appears to a man's reading, what's the meaning? When the Empress shows up, it's anything that's tied to the planet Venus. So Venus rules, well, it could be a Taurus or a Libra that show up in a man's life. It also could be money comes in, love comes in, abundance, fertility, prosperity. He could be having a child. There's a bunch of different things. It depends where the guy is in his life, what's going on around him, and what the question is. But the Empress, generally speaking, is positive. It's like riches, abundance, feeling good, feeling satisfied, that kind of a thing. Whether it's with a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Anthony, I never asked this question in any tarot readers. Do you see my marriage in the future and what signs? Okay, I'm single now. All right, you know what? That I can't predict when it'll happen. I can ask if you'll have one, which I think that you will. And the same thing with the signs. I mean, we could try it, but let's see. Is there a marriage for Anthony in the future? You do have marriage in the future. You have money coming in the future too. And I don't want to put any ideas in your head, but there is a Capricorn around you. I can't tell you. I would never tell you that you're going to marry that Capricorn because I don't know that 100%. And I don't know 100% that you will marry a Capricorn, but you have a marriage in your future. Should you want it? See, that's another thing. You may get to a point in your life, like when I was young, I thought I would be married by 18 or 20. And I thought that, like, I can't even tell you the wedding I was going to have. I don't know who was paying for this, but and all my friends were going to be in the wedding party, and they were all going to wear green velvet dresses. I mean, really, that's just what I thought. But the older I got, the less important marriage became to me, but also the wedding wasn't important to me. Like I felt like there was a certain phoniness that was associated with most of the weddings that I saw around me. Like it was more about the wedding and not about the marriage. And I thought, well, what phony shit is that, So once again, you could find yourself with somebody for 30 years living together and having a great married type of life without the legal paper. So that could be a free will thing too. But should you want one, yes, there is marriage in the future. I mean, like I always tell a story about my aunt's sister. That she married this guy. They had a son. I don't think that they were married very long. They got divorced. I didn't know him until I was about 8. And my aunt married my uncle when I was 4. So, all right, let's say 4 years they were divorced. I don't know, though. I'm just estimating. They got back together. They've been living together ever since. And they're divorced. But they're together. But they're not married. So as a card reader, if she came to me, how the hell would I read that? I would read her as a married woman. She's been with him for all these years. and they live together, but they're legally divorced. But what the hell is the difference? It's only in the eyes of the state, really. So anyhow, that's why marriage can be complicated. You know, and such things that look like they should be like black and white are still not black and white, which is a real pain in the ass. But that's, you know, that's just how it is. Jay, how did Amy feel when she saw me earlier this morning? Cause for celebration. She was happy to see you. I don't know if she was surprised to see you, maybe, and that's why she was so happy. Felt like there was divine timing. Felt abundant. Felt good. She felt very good to see you this morning. Maybe it was a surprise. Light Soul, how is Stephen currently feeling for me? You feel like he's detaching? All right, let's see. I don't think he's detaching. He could be having a moment right now, or he may be caught up in something else or busy or whatever, but it looks like he's not going to hold himself back. Perseverance comes in around this situation along with ambition, so you should be seeing him again soon. I'm not getting a lot of love yet, but that's okay. There's cause for celebration, so things should be moving forward. Yeah. Juicebox, should I reach out to Nicole and wish her happy Thanksgiving, or should I wait for her to reach out to me, and will she like that? Okay, let's see. I always feel like, meanwhile, I'm so bad at it. I'm like, I don't really reach out to anybody. I should be a little bit more proactive about that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with reaching out to somebody to wish them a happy birthday or a happy holiday, whatever it is. Should I reach out to Nicole? Yeah, I think you should. Just something simple. That's all. Hey, hope you have a nice Thanksgiving. Something like that. I always feel like doing something that, like, you know, like it would be the right thing to do. Just in general. Like I went out for a run this morning and I see my neighbor. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Like it's just something nice to do. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. Just want to make sure I didn't skip over anybody here. Vicky, general for this weekend. Okay, what's going on for Vicky for this weekend? Okay, it looks like you have the Magician here, so you can pretty much manifest anything you want. Focus on what you want more of and not what you want less of. It looks like you're feeling prepared for things to move forward, and you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. You could be spending time with a Virgo this weekend, starting a new journey of some type. It could be a creative project of some type, whatever it is. You have a wish this weekend, put it out into the universe. You also have a Pisces and an Aquarius around you. You've got money coming in too, as well. This weekend should be good. It should be a pretty decent weekend. Okay, does Amy know what I drive and what does she think? Does Amy know what I drive? I don't think she knows. I'm only getting a 33% chance that she knows. She may not know. It just may not, it either may be something that she doesn't know, or it could be something that she's clueless, you know, like he drives a blue car but doesn't know what it is. Me, I would know what it was. I would know the license plate. I would know the make, the model, and the year, because that's me. I'm also oddly good with cars for some bizarre reason. Anyway, like I can tell like the difference between like Buicks and Chevys and Camaros and Firebirds, which actually drives me crazy when people are like, "Oh, there's an old Firebird over there." I'm like, "That's a Camaro, you asshole. How could you not tell?" I don't know how I can tell, but I know. Yeah, she just may not. She may not be. She might not know. Anyhow, Fab Leo, how is the Sagittarius feeling about me? No communication. Well, it's definitely going to be slow and steady wins the race. Thinks that you're peaceful, sincere, serene, attractive, hardworking, loyal, strong, and down to earth. Amen. Shall I withdraw from the one economy course? Okay. Shall I withdraw from the economy course? I don't think that you should withdraw from the economy course. Should I withdraw from the math course? The math course you may want to withdraw from. I don't know if you made your mind up already and walked away from that. This is just my opinion. The cards suggest stay in the economy class, but walk away from the math class. Here's my 2 cents. If you've already started something and you're already moving through it, I would try to just get it done. Because I feel like if there are courses that you have to take them at some point anyway. Just get it over with. Especially, I don't know where you are in the semester, or but if the semester is ending like in December, I would just finish it, get it over with, get it done, do what you have to do to pass, and put it behind you. I hate that. I remember the stress of that stuff, and I hated it. Sepia General. You have cause for celebration coming in, possibly with a new love interest, maybe an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, feeling guided by the divine. And you should have communication from someone you haven't seen or spoken to out of the clear blue sky. No longer holding yourself back. The Magician, you can manifest just about anything you want. You might feel like, hey, I've put a whole lot of hard work into something and I'm not seeing a payoff. But that should change soon because you got the sun coming out over your life. Sepia, love. Love. You got a new love interest coming in. It also looks like you are being guided by the divine towards Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. Passion comes in, and you may be going back to school or learning a new area of study, or that also could be on the job training. If you wind up getting a new job, that could be some kind of training that you're doing. Either way, it's possible. It's positive. Six of Swords. Life is starting to move forward, heading towards greener pastures. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. In the love department, bring in new opportunities. Might even be undecided. You may have a couple of people here with options. You have an Aquarius showing up. You've got love life changing for the better quickly. You've got the water signs still here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a Virgo here. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Sagittarius is here as well. At least if things don't stabilize soon, at least you should have choices and options and things happening. Juice box. I messaged her. What can I expect from this? Well, it's up and down. So it's like, first, it's like she may be undecided. She may not respond right away, or you may feel a little disrespected. But then the Fool comes in, which brings in a new course of action or a new opportunity. So I think that she responds to you eventually. She may make you wait, but then I think you hear from her. And I think that the result would be something positive. Maybe even if it's just a nice conversation. Jay, why did Amy ignore and avoid me this morning? Because that's how she is. But no, interesting. Let me do this first. She is moody. She wants to be pursued. She wants all the attention, and she doesn't want to have to put in as much effort. But then that changes quickly sometimes, and then she puts in more effort. This is just how she is. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It has more to do with her. She listens to her intuition, even when her intuition isn't like, it's like listening to her, it's like listening to the devil. You know how you have the devil and the angel? It's like she doesn't act in her best interest most of the time. But then that changes, and here she is, Hangman in reverse. Things start to move forward, or she gets unstuck. She may be stuck for a while, and then she gets unstuck. So interesting. Dog is snoring. Years ago, I had this situation with somebody that I don't know why I behaved like this. And he did the same thing. I swear to God. So it had been a couple of weeks that I hadn't heard from somebody, and I saw him in the grocery store. I know it was him. I know it was him. And I swear to God, he saw me too. But we both ignored each other. I don't know why. I think I wanted him to approach me. I don't know why he claims he didn't see me. I'm going to tell you that I think he saw me. I don't know why that we both ignored each other. But I confronted him about it. I was like, I saw you at the grocery store. And he was like, no, you didn't. Or I didn't see you. Or when was this? And I'm like, you're an asshole. You definitely saw me. But anyway, why? Why do people behave like that? I'm going to have to say that I think for myself, I wanted him to approach me. I think that that's what I wanted. And then I don't know. And then I was mad after the whole thing happened. Anyway, and I think that that's with her too. I think she wants to be approached. But it's very strange that sometimes when you act in a way like that, you don't even know why you did it. Like, why would I act like that? Like any other person I would have went up to and I would have been like, hey, what's going on? You know, like why would I act like that? But I think that she does the same thing. Sometimes she acts in her own work, like not in her best interest. Oh, where was I? Yeah, juice box, she may make you wait, but also, you know, it is Thanksgiving, so she could be doing something. You know what I mean? Like sometimes if you're preparing something, you don't have your phone right there. You know, it's like sometimes, especially with the holidays, people are busy or caught up in crap or whatever's happening is happening. I think I'm up to Sonia. My cousin F said that she will send me my stuff from Nora, which supposedly should be cleansed. But I know they both scammed me. I want to know if there is bad and evil things coming. Well, you know what you should do? If you feel like that's possible, just for your own self, before you take the stuff into your house, sage everything outside. That can't hurt. They suggest to do that anyway. Like even if you go to the store and you buy something, you don't know if somebody else bought it and returned it, or if you order something online, just sage it, you know. I don't think anything evil is coming with it, but I would sage it just for your own self. This way you know that you did it and you don't have to worry about it. Angel 11, how is YK feeling about me? Thinks that you're nurturing, kind, lucky, spiritually connected, stable, attractive, spontaneous, adventurous, creative, unique, and attractive comes up again. Ina, when will I be able to move into another house? Okay. When will I be changing homes? Oh, could be very soon. The jack, the spades would be sometime before the winter, sometime before the winter begins, sometime during the fall. And the jack would be the month of November. I don't think you're changing homes before the month of November ends, but it could be sometime next month, maybe. Sonia, you can use salt and holy water. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is that it depends what it is. Like, for me, I just think the sage is easier because you can just put the item through it. Say salt water and like if you had to put something in it, then that item gets wet. Whatever it is. I just think sage is easier, but you can use salt. Is there anybody here that I haven't answered for yet? No, I got to everyone. Okay, then let me do, I did Sarah, so let me see. All right, I'll do this person. And then let me do Sepia. Is Sepia still here? No? Okay. All right, guys, then I'm going to go. I think I did one for everybody. And I'll be on tonight, maybe about 10:30, something like that. And I posted sales if anybody's looking for a private. I can probably get them done maybe tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow. Either way, I'll be back on tonight. I will see you guys later on tonight. Have a good day. Bye-bye.